Hello, and welcome to your money map tapping video. Now, this video is for those of you who've already done my money map webinar and you've watched my how to tap tutorial, and you're now ready to start letting go of all the negative thoughts and emotions that came up during your money map so that you can begin clearing your blocks to wealth and success. If you haven't participated in the Money Map webinar, then go to my website at www.pigsaretflying.co.uk and click on the free webinar button on the homepage, or you can find the Money Map webinar here on my YouTube channel, which is about a 2-hour webinar that will uncover your specific subconscious blocks that are holding you back from your ideal wealth and success. For those of you who have done all of that, then I just want to remind you of what the tapping points are and where they are. So you're going to see in this diagram that they're top of the head. And remember, we just use all 5 fingertips and go around in a bit of a circle on the top of the head. Then tapping the inside of the eyebrows, the side of the eyes, under the nose, between the lower lip and chin, which I just refer to as chin, the collarbone, and under the arm. And then sometimes we'll also use the side of the hand, which we call the karate chop point. So make sure you have your money map to hand, because you're going to use the answers that you recorded to fill in the blanks while we're tapping. And I'm going to tell you where to tap and what to say, and tell you when to just fill in the blanks with your own answers from your money map. If possible, you should repeat what I say plus your own answers out loud, as opposed to just saying them in your head, because it's going to make the tapping even more powerful. But if you're somewhere where you have to be quiet, then it's okay to just whisper them or think them to yourself. But if you can say them out loud, please do. And if you're tapping at a different rate and at a different point among the tapping points than I am during the video, that's absolutely fine, as long as you just keep tapping. And remember, you can use one hand or both hands to tap, and you can switch as you go along. Also, make sure to change the words that I'm saying so that they're the most appropriate words for you and what you're feeling and experiencing. The idea here is really that eventually you're not even going to need this video, because you get used to tapping on your own according to what you're thinking and feeling. And if at some point I'm moving on, but you still feel really strong emotion about what you were just tapping on, then just rewind or pause the video and just keep tapping on those thoughts or emotions until the emotion does come down for you. And, that can really take a few minutes to do, or even longer if it's strong emotion, because everyone's different. So it's going to take different periods of time for the emotion to shift for different people, and that's just fine. Okay, so let's start tapping. And you just tap and repeat after me and fill in the blanks. And before we begin, I want you to look at that money map and just tune back into your feelings about your money. Especially what you wrote down at the end about what the main emotions are that came up for you again and again in your money map, and the things you said to yourself. So look at that and just give it a rating on how you feel at the moment as we start this tapping. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is that, you're really overwhelmed with the emotion as soon as you think about it. 1 is that you hardly feel anything, because you want to rate where you're at now so that as we're doing the tapping, you can gauge where you're at. So tune into that feeling. Make note of your rating. And let's start tapping. So starting top of the head, the truth is that every time I think about money, and just repeat that after me, my nervous system is wired to react with these emotions, and just fill in whatever those emotions are for you as you keep tapping. And tapping eyebrows, and I really feel these emotions. Tapping side of the eye, but I don't want to feel them. They're uncomfortable. Tapping under the eye, all this stress in my nervous system. It's overwhelming. Tapping under the nose. My nervous system runs with the feelings of, just fill in what those feelings are for you. And keep tapping under the nose as we repeat that. My nervous system runs with the feelings of, and tapping on the chin. Over and over, I feel. Just fill in those emotions. Tapping collarbone. All these awful feelings of tapping under the arm. I wonder how long I've felt this in reaction to money. Tapping top of the head. No wonder I don't spend more time thinking about and improving my wealth. Tapping eyebrows, and I start thinking thoughts that feel really true. Thoughts like, and just fill in whatever you wrote down in your money map about what you say to yourself. Side of the eye, and I think them over and over like a recorder. Under the eye, and those thoughts always feel true, and that hurts too. Under the nose, those thoughts and words have always seemed true. Chin, and seem to be proven as true over and over again. What if I never break out of this cycle and it never changes? Collarbone. So I say it to myself again and again, and just repeat those thoughts you say to yourself. Tapping under the arm. When I play those thoughts in my head, I feel more. And just name the emotions that get even more intense. And top of the head, it's a vicious cycle. No wonder I'm not spending more time setting goals and managing money. Eyebrows. This anxiety in my body about money. Side of the eye, deep programming, fear and anxiety about money. Under the eye, anxiety wired into my nervous system. Under the nose, and these thoughts I think over and over again. Chin, and it's been really hard on me to have this negative programming in my money. Collarbone, to feel like things are disappointing or impossible. To feel like the cards are stacked against me. Under the arm, that's some really hard stuff I've been dealing with. And just take a nice deep breath in and blow it out. Keep tapping. Top of the head. To feel like I don't have enough value or worth to earn more. And again, just change the words to whatever's appropriate for you. Eyebrows, that's hard. I've paid a real price for my programming. Side of the eye, and I carry it 24 hours a day. Worrying about money. Under the nose, and I've added on top of that being really hard on myself. really mean and horrible. Chin, ruthlessly critical of myself. Collarbone, I've literally beaten myself down. Of course, that's showing up in my money. Deep breath in. Keep tapping. Underarm. I understand now that my nervous system is wired to react this way. Top of the head. I understand my thoughts are programmed to run this way. Eyebrows. It happens subconsciously without my knowledge or choice. And I'm open to changing this now. Side of the eye. I'm open to observing this and questioning this. Under the eye. Every time I feel it come up and hear it come up. Under the nose, I'm open to a whole new way of thinking and feeling about my money and wealth. Chin. So I'm giving myself the gifts of compassion and understanding. Collarbone, I'm forgiving myself and give myself the gift of self-love. Underarm, and the reminder, or maybe it's new information, that I do deserve. Top of the head, I deserve happiness. I deserve to feel safe. I deserve wealth and success. And it is possible for me now. Eyebrows, everything's changing now. Side of the eye, I bless my current reality and I'm open to everything that's now possible and unfolding for me. Under the eye, because I deserve better. I deserve more. I want more, and I am capable of creating more. Under the nose, I'm open to having a new choice in how much I can earn, create, manage, and save. Chin, and I'm shifting into a new empowered yes about money. Collarbone, I'm now saying yes to money. Yes to earning more. Yes to receiving more. Yes to money. Yes to wealth. Yes to managing and creating more. Yes to asking and receiving more. Under the arm, and I'm doing this for my highest good and the highest good of all those I care about. And this shift is happening now. Take a nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Just check in. See where you're at. Remember what number you started at and what those emotions were to start with. And notice how you're feeling now. What are the emotions present? What level are they at? And you can leave it there if you're in a good place, and I hope that you are. You can rewind and go again and again, depending on how much tapping you need, and there is no right or wrong amount. It's whatever works for you. Okay, and you can use this video in so many different ways because you can just use it as an audio file once you get used to it, so you can simply listen to it with headphones, not have to look at it and just tap along. Or you can turn the sound off and just read along and tap and say out loud what's best for you. So I've tried to make it as flexible as possible for you. You know what's right for you. The important thing is to just keep tapping, keep working on this. It absolutely will help to shift those thoughts and emotions. And if you don't want to do this on your own, if you do want help and to get there in the fastest way possible, then let me help you. So your next step would be a free Clarity Strategy Action Skype session with me. And at the end of this, I'll go ahead and put up the link for you to be able to schedule that. Otherwise, keep tapping, and here's to getting you unblocked, and you're on your way to that ideal wealth and success. Thank you.